if you could give that one piece of advice to young couples or to aspiring couples, what would it be? And I will ask you to do that while facing now the camera, just as Kamau. Speak to them, talk to them. As in, people are coming into marriage. What do you want to tell them?
Marry. You're coming to marry. Marry each other. I can say that don't ever think that there's any perfect human being you're going to be with. People are weak in different levels, different areas. Magikuwa nasema adoni agoluki, you know, they're going to do wenda like in different levels. But I think if you're not willing to adjust your beliefs, not beliefs, is it beliefs?
Beliefs and way of life.
And some principles which are sometimes not normal. You know, you can be saying that I will never marry an older lady. You know, maybe some of those things are funny. They are not anywhere biblical. They will not help you in life. You know, you not get alone by saying that you not get, you know. Or I will not marry a Maasai, and then there's a girl who you love, and you know, are you getting? For me, it's ondoa hizo vitu mingi, because the things that I would look at is what do you really value as a guy, for example. What do you really value most? For me, I valued, you know, respect. That is deep. If you feel that this lady is not respecting you now, then you need to adjust that now. Either muachane ama muongee hiyo maneno mapema. What you value most, and then what she values most. Ikiona zinaingiana, go ahead. And then while wako ndani ya marriage, I would say it's communication. Na si iti ile ati mnaketi mnaanza kuandikana notes manini. It is saying what you feel.
Yeah.
What you feel, not exactly what you've done, what you feel about what the other person has done, what you want to do. Give the feelings, give the so that the other person can start understanding. You know, by the way, even as we're continuing right now, probably I have not said everything that I love. Probably she doesn't know everything.
Yeah.
It's a time we went to visit an lady, an auntie of mine, and then she kuta mukimo ya njuku. And I said, God, I love this mukimo. That was years ago, you know, probably a few years after we got married. And then going back home, my gears, you have never said you love mukimo ya njuku? I said, oh, I've never. Yeah, you have never said you love mukimo. So, there are things that you have not said everything about yourself. Surely, you have just met, you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you met I met at 19, at least hatujaishi na 19 years. Kwa hivyo kuna mambo yake mengi sijui, mimi hajajua yangu mengi. So the more you continue saying what you are comfortable with, ikiwa ni kitu mzuri, the other person will keep on adjusting. And then the other person ikisema hivyo na you adjust, I think mtaendelea kuwa kusynchronize maisha yenu. Yes.
Maggie?
Personally, I would say get married to someone you consider a friend, because a friend goes beyond a business partner or a sibling. I would say the relationship you have with your very good friends is really awesome. You can tell them anything, you can call them at any time. You don't fear. I mean, you're naked before each other in terms of communication, investments, everything, what you feel like. It's that person you can tell the truths that you cannot tell someone else. I would say first, get married to your friend. Secondly, work at being the right person for the other person. Most of the times we all come up with a list or an agenda of the person we want to get married to. Maybe for him, he wants, this is the right woman for me. And personally, I would say this is the right man for me. But rarely do we consider grooming ourselves for that other person. That, am I the right woman for him, or is he the right man for me? I mean, you need to ask yourself that question. So as you go out to look for a spouse or someone to marry, just ask yourself, have you really invested enough in yourself to be that one person your partner will call the right woman? Before you even go you know, ticking the boxes in the other person's life. And of course, I think the buck stops with us knowing who God is and the place He takes in our marriage. We know He began the first union in the Garden of Eden. So basically, if you're doing it without God, then I would say there will be some serious struggles. But then there are times we get into an argument and we say, you know what, okay, we don't seem to agree. Can we just pray? Probably we didn't pray. You know, the arguments you don't actually think would take such a turn. You know, maybe amefinya toothpaste vibaya, and I'm like, Aki, kwa nini wafinya hiyo toothpaste hivyo? Then there's this comeback, I give a comeback. Then at the end of it, you're like, okay, after toothpaste is not even the issue. There was a bigger issue. Then we're like, you know what? Let's just pray about it. And when we do that, you realize there's an awesome, it's like supernaturally, there's a power that helps you now come to agree, and you come back to your senses and you're like, okay, seriously, it is not even about the toothpaste, it's this, and you fix that. God is supreme over everything, including the marriage institution.